All right, here we are at Bill's Bike Barn. A lot of signage, some custom-made stuff. These, you got the, I want to say that's McDonald's or Burger King, I forget which, but that was a toy you would get on. It had a car spring that would swing it back and forth as a kid. He took them all off, I'm sure, for safety reasons, so otherwise kids would want to play on them. One he should look for is the game made by Game Time, and it's of a motorcycle. Maybe there's one inside, we don't know yet. But the cool thing about this place is inside this steel pole barn is a reconstructed real barn. So when we go inside, it's actually a wooden barn inside the metal barn. It's really cool. Go ahead and get a little footage. And let's check out this other barn down here. So as you come out to these places, you know, you got like your antique shows and stuff on TV and whatnot, and you know, signs are just hot. And there's some cool signs on the barns all over the place. And this little barn out here looks pretty cool. I believe there's some other signs on the other side too. The hill's a little slippery, so be careful. Just another Coca-Cola and what looks like a bread crackers.
Solo.
Over here about it, got some bison. They're not buffalo, they're bison. And if you look, he's even got some Harley carts sitting over there. Those look like Harley golf carts.
Yeah.
Let's go check them out. So Bill has always been known for having the most NOS inventory of motorcycle parts for Harley Davidsons. He used to have a sign up that said so, and Harley tried suing him. He won. These are all Harley Davidson golf carts right here. He's got a whole row of them. And is this a Harley Davidson? This looks like a Harley Davidson snowmobile, which are also extremely rare.
And they're just sitting outside. I'll take a look inside there. Look at all the frames. There's all sorts of frames.
A lot of people didn't know that Harley made go-karts, snowmobiles. They also made mopeds. They made electric bikes back in the 60s. And it's places like this that keep that alive. You got your Esso sign up there on the building, which is now known as Exxon. Yeah, just curious about the big white bison. Whoa, what happened? You gonna give him a kiss? You're not sure what he is, huh? See how it's going. He's friendly though. He's friendly. Not used to seeing stuff this big, huh? How about the brown bison? Don't know their names, do we? Pretty cool though, aren't they? This is just like, there's a lot of new smells. It's a big creature. Dash. No jumping down. All right. Let's screws up here. You have to behave. Big baseball. So Bill also has some other unique items in this museum. It's not just motorcycles, even though it's called the Bike Barn. As you got your windmill here of gas tanks, dating back, some old ones there.
Yeah.
Got the suicide shifter on the one. Old Sportster tanks up top. Watch out for the little monkey and her baby.
That's an interesting looking car.
Let's check this out. This is kind of, there's a Grand Marquis. I've owned a few of these in my days. Probably like what, around a 90. The airbrush work is amazing. The airbrush is probably worth more money than the actual car itself. But it's got cool factor. Check out the airplanes on the roof. You can actually see Dash's
Reflection,
reflection in there. It's so shiny. What amazing polish on this. That's kind of funny, the aircraft carrier on the back trunk. A lot of people, even though I don't think this was really a boat, but a lot of people say these cars are land yachts. The ones from the 70s, definitely, they were land yachts. Kind of like a Lincoln and whatnot, Cadillac. But these are a good car. I always liked them.
A lot of license plates.
Yeah, look at them a little bit before you go. See what states are. 1926. There's a motorcycle plate. Another motorcycle plate.
I'm sure there's a lot of motorcycle plates in here.
Oklahoma, 1975. Massachusetts, 74. New Hampshire over there. Kansas. There's a lot of bike plates. This here's for carving spokes on old Model A wheels, I believe. You got the ice tool over there. There's a lot of stuff. We're not going to be able to show it all.
At the hotel room right there, Judy's in bad shape and her health, and she's sitting in a chair there, and she would love to see the dog.
Not a problem.
So she's all excited about the dog.
That's your wife?
No, it's my girlfriend.
Girlfriend, okay. Is that who I talked to yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I called up ahead of time to verify that we were dog friendly.
Yeah, she kept telling me all night last night, you got a really special surprise coming tomorrow.
Awesome.
And then she never told me till just a little bit ago that she's coming.
Dash is a he.
Okay,
Just to
okay.
make the
Let's
record.
straighten that out. Okay.
All right, let's start
did-
checking this out.
Since you were here, I've added an audio to it too.
Oh, you did?
You okay to maybe do that too?
Sure.
I know you got your hands full here. Let me get it. I'll show you. They got it playing right now.
Okay.
It's really awesome. I think you'll like it.
Sounds good. Notice the old time clock.
Oh, yes.
Now, Bill, something for you to look for. I don't know if you have one. I notice you have a lot of the spring kids playground toys, right? There's a motorcycle one made by a company called Game Time. It's not made anymore, but I found one once in a South Jersey park, and I said to him, man, that'd be awesome to have at the house. I said, I guarantee if we come back here in a couple of years, that thing's probably going to disappear. Somebody's going to make it bigger. I haven't been able to find that playground yet, but it was behind an old building. There's two spring loaded things.
On one of the spring things.
Yeah, it was still in use. I got video of my son and my daughter riding it probably, what was that, 10 years ago?
Yeah, there's a
At
long
least,
time
you were
ago.
probably, no, maybe 8 years ago. But, yeah, look for one, because if you could find one, that'd be a killer addition.
Yeah. Okay, you see those numbers, 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Well, throughout the place, you're gonna see those numbers, and anytime you see something that you like what you're looking at, and if it's got one of those numbers, play it. And I tell you a story about that thing, tell you where it came from, and I give you this. It has 107 stories that I tell you, and I divide it up into sections. This would be the main room right here. Down the hallway is the military room, and the little town sorts back there.
Yeah, sure do.
Okay, and what's his name again?
Dash. Dash and Dash. And Judy's in the back, you said?
Yeah, she's sitting in the chair here.
All right, I go down there and around?
Yeah, but you can go, just whenever you get by there.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you for coming.
There's a frog one. Oh, look what they did with the sickle, with the paint.
Yeah, that's cool.
See here.
I have a McDonald's 101 Dalmatian
Poster?
in my firehouse with all the little dogs. It's beautiful.
My name is Bill Morris, and I have Bill's Old Bike Barn Museum and Bill's Custom Cycles. Well, as you're looking down across the room here and you see all these beautiful bikes from the 60s and 40s and 50s, it all started back in the early 60s when I was working for the Harley dealer here in town. And we would go to a dealer meeting, and there would be an old dealer there, and he would say, I got all these old bikes down in my basement. When I retire, I'm going to restore them and I'm going to start a little museum. And I would go to a dealer meeting a couple years later, and here's the guy at the podium saying, telling about that old dealer, he had died. And I'm sitting in the audience and I'm thinking, oh my God, he was going to have a little museum. And I went into business for myself, and I was really doing really great. It was unbelievable how good we were doing. I was sitting at my desk one fall. I was thinking about them old guys that died. And I said, you know, all those old guys said they was going to have a museum after they retired. And I thought, well, after you're old, you don't do this. You do it when you're young, and then when you're old, you enjoy it. So that was the beginning, and I said, I'm going to do one every year for Christmas, because I was young then. And so every year I would do another bike. The yellow 49, the red Surrey car, the black 48, the red 55, on and on and on. And then after 25, 30 years, I looked around and I said, oh my God, I actually did it. I got my museum. And you know what? And here I am, how I'm old. And I'm not going to be like those guys, because I know that I'm slowing down a little bit. And I wouldn't want to have all those rusty old bikes now to say I'm going to fix them up, because I'd be just actually wishful thinking, because I'm not going to fix them up. If you don't do it when you're young, you're not going to do it when you're old. And
Is
so
that the truth?
that was a great thing I did. I actually did it, and now I have it. And now I can walk in here and I look down across, and they're all done. Everything is ready.
So something else you got to watch when you're in here, you could see that it's an old barn inside. You see the old rafters and everything that he reconstructed inside here. Okay? And you also got to look at every nook and cranny. Look at the skylight up there, all the lunch pails and the kids' toys and whatnot. Look at the Harley Davidson Springer quarter ride that you used to see outside of Two Guys, or not Two Guys, because that would be a lot newer. Maybe Bradley's stores when we were kids. Evel Knievel pinball machine up there. I don't know if we'll find it, but I remember when I was here many moons ago, he had an old World War II Nazi helmet that was converted into a gas tank, and if I'm not mistaken, it was up in a skylight. So we'll walk around, and we'll look around, and some of the garage art is awesome in here. Also, you have this spark plug turtle here. Dash, you have to stay close. There's just endless amount. Look at all the spark plugs on there. over here, the emblems. Look at the emblems. Wow. I mean, if you can't find your car up on here from the 70s, I don't know what your, so many cool things. There's an old Survey car here. I got one of these, just a frame though. Oh, look up here, Dakota, insulators.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. In places like this, you have to look everywhere. You never know what you're gonna see.
Got a few of them.
We also got a few of these hood ornaments too.
Yeah.
That's a cool one with the sails. Mack trucks. So we'll do that. We'll walk around this room for a little bit, and then we'll go into the military room, I guess. So what's cool is what we just played you a few minutes back was Bill's got a audio tour for when you come through here, and he explains each room where he was when he wanted to do this, and everybody's got a collection. All right, here you got pennants. Look at all the pennants up on the wall, right? Then you have the scales back here. Look at all the scales. All the way up to a butcher scale, meat, you know, down to a postage stamp scale. There are a lot of scales there. You go upstairs like that.
That's a cool one. Those are the Steel Tech early.
The motorcycle.
The Steel Tech early.
You got the carousel in the middle of the room. Oh, there he's got trophies all up here. Wow, look at this sidecar. Vincent, right? That's awesome. Put all your kids in there, the wife, everybody. There's 2 seats, 2 rows of seats there. That's a big sidecar. Check this out, Kelly. He's got the full size and the mini Indians. Maybe a dirt bike. So while I was growing up, I lived next door, two, 3 doors down from Vito Colavito. His dad owned the Indian dealership in Perth Amboy, New Jersey, up until 1953 when they closed. And he had one of the 54 Indians. There was only 13 of them made, I believe. And my buddy that actually lived next door to him back in the day is now the present caretaker of that bike, and amongst others. Check this out, a little fishing. You into fishing? You got fishing reels all up and down here. Oh, look at him. He wants to get the gator. That's why he's pulling me. He's trying to figure out what this creature is. Look at that. What is that? Huh? You don't want to meet those guys in real life. They'll roll you. Some boat motors.
Yeah.
Outboard boat motors. Boy, he's really interested in that gator, huh?
He's never seen anything like it.
This is like you're never gonna get to go to the zoo, I don't think. What's that thing motor? Is that a mouse? Boy, you just find these creatures interesting, huh? Look at the tail. Tail ain't up. There, come on.
Such a small bike.
There's a Harley dirt bike behind you.
Yeah.
I think this is a topper. Is this a Harley Davidson topper?
Well, there's a Harley Davidson topper over there, that blue one with the sidecar down there.
Oh, okay.
That was a topper.
You sure that's a topper?
Yeah, it said it right up front.
Okay. We'll get another room over here.